Hi my noodles! Welcome to another cooking show, eating show. Say hi to, Mittens. Let's put her over here. And Muffs, our little sponsors of this show. Our audience, our noodles as well. Okay, today we're eating ramen again. But because I didn't want to give you guys just another ramen, I actually, jived it up a little bit with some toppings. I have some shrimps here, some bok choy here, which I'm really excited about because I haven't had it in like 3 years. Some lime in case it is really spicy. I don't know if it is, but just in case it is. And under here, I have some seafood ramen, hence that. This is the last one that I have right now from Nonshim, but I really, I'm trying to try all their flavors, and this is the last one I have right now. I don't know if my Oriental store has any more, but let's just, give these noodles a try. I know I like Nonshim. I know I like their noodles. I mean, they are just bomb. I'm not liking my hair, guys. Do you like my hair? I don't know. I don't like it. Okay. Here we go. Splattering everywhere, but what you gonna do? Ooh. Noodles are the best. It's good. It's spicy. It's salty, very salty. It's sweet. And the seafood flavor is very subtle, but it's there. Oh yeah, this is good. Oh, these noodles. Oh, these noodles. I cannot deal. Oh, this makes me so happy. So, again, for the third day in a row now, I've not really craved food. Like, I've craved food, like I've been hungry, but I don't know, like, what I'm craving. Maybe I'm just, like, so nutritious that my body doesn't actually need anything except just calories. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just too healthy. My body doesn't crave anything. I don't know. I think that's a good thing. But I always crave noodles. Well, yes. I always crave noodles. So the first time that I had that, I had the shrimp, sweet and sour shrimp. And that was really good because, I don't know, noodles never disappoint, And then yesterday, I had pasta. And I literally just in the moment, just now, the last minute, I realized I always head to noodles. Noodles is just so good for you. It's soft. It's delicious. And then some shrimps. And I think I am going to clip my cooking, a little bit of cooking that I did in the beginning of this video, so you guys will know if I already did that. But I'm just going to do that because I couldn't cook it all here. It required me to use quite a few pots because I needed one for boiling water and one for cooking the shrimps. And then if I cook here, I only have one burner, so not very handy. But I don't think it's been that long since the last ramen that I did. I mean, it's been a hot minute. And I'm just going to peel a few, not all of them, but I was actually looking for mussels as well. The black, like mussels. there's no other way of saying it. The black clams, you know, put in there to give it a little bit of a blue color. And I find that a very seafoody color, you know, the blue. But, they sold out. I went to the store really late because I was studying all day, duh. And, yeah, I guess the last pack was gone. So stupid. It's not in season, so, you know. Come on. Come on. I'm thinking of doing a family series for mukbang, where I have an episode where I eat the favorite food of one of my family members, and then I talk about them. Nothing personal, just, you know, how I feel about them and what they mean to me, and how each and every single one of them are very, like, inspirational to me. You know? That's what I really want to do. So let me know if you guys are interested in that idea. I cooked these in a little bit of oil, hoping that the skin would turn crispy, but it didn't. I actually wanted the ones with the whole shrimps, with the heads and everything, because the heads give so much flavor. What do they do with the heads? Do they throw it away? Why? Give it to me. You know, it's such a shame. It gives so much flavor. Let's try a shrimp. That's 2 shrimps this week, like 2 times shrimp. It is a very summery food. My mom's favorite food is shrimps from Norway, so I have no idea how I'm going to do that mukbang, because the shrimps in Norway, you just can't get them here. They're called reker, and you get them at a very specific season. And my parents, they live in a place in Norway where they like they fish them from the ocean fresh, you know, like the oceans are very clean. And literally by the time they get to the grocery store, they've only been out of the ocean probably for half a day, maybe less, because they just get them straight from the ocean. They cook them in the grocery store. Seafood in Norway is just the best. This brings shame to Norway. Yeah, to Norway, to me. Brings shame to me. Brings shame to me that I choose to eat this food, you know, in the Netherlands. I thought putting my hair up like this would avoid it getting in my mouth, but it's not working. This is so good. My mom always said that there are some foods that just belong. Is there something on my face? Ooh. Is it off? I don't know. I think it's off. In the meanwhile, I took a little bit of an Instagram picture, because this is very Instagram worthy. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's colorful. It's healthy. And instead of putting, you know, the 3 ramen bowls, putting the 3 noodles into 3 separate bowls because I just don't have the space, I put it in a whole pot. It's so much easier. Why did I not think of that earlier? But yeah, so my mom always said, foods belong in a certain place, in a certain country. Some foods you just cannot bring over. If I want croissants, I need to go to France. Because if you bring them over, first of all, they're not fresh anymore. Or if I buy the ones here, it's not the same. It just doesn't taste as good. Same for hagelslag, which is chocolate sprinkles that you eat on bread with butter. It's a Dutch thing. You can't eat that anywhere except in the Netherlands. It just doesn't taste the same. I have that with smoked salmon or cod. Cod is so good when I freshly fish it in Norway. I need that freshness, you know, it just makes such a big difference. It's fresh out of the ocean. But sometimes some things better something than nothing. And for that, I do it with the shrimps, you know? These noodles are heavy. Come on. Struggling here, guys. I don't know what's up with me today. These noodles are just all tangled up today. Maybe it's because I don't have so much soup base. Look at that. Look at that. I'm making a mess. Ugh, I am a disgrace to myself. Disgrace. I'm still alternating between European slurping and Asian slurping. I'll get to full-on Asian slurping at some point in these mukbangs. But right now, I'm still adjusting. I'm sorry. It does taste better with Asian slurping. It does. This bok choy is so sweet. Blanched it for a little bit. I have my first exam tomorrow. As you guys know, I'm in my exam season. All the other students out there that are in their exam season, good luck. If you're watching me. For the first time, I'm not stressed. Like maybe, you know, a little bit of healthy stress, but not like stress. I've just been doing really good, been managing my time, been relaxed, been prioritizing, staying on top of things. I'm not really going to be talking about studying and student stuff because I know a lot of you might find that boring. I mean, if you just finished with college, you don't want to hear about it because that stuff is behind you. Trust me, I believe you. If you're in high school, you don't want to hear about it because you're in it yourself. And if you're a student, you're in it yourself as well, so you don't want to hear about it either. You know, like, just stress on stress. But instead of talking about my exams and, you know, the stress and managing your time, I can talk a little bit about what I am actually studying. What am I actually studying? Because the difference between high school and university is that you actually study something interesting. Now, a lot of the time, I don't study that interesting of things. Because, despite what many believe, after high school, you don't go straight into things that you're enjoying. After high school, you do your bachelor's. And your bachelor's is 3 to 4 years, or how many years it takes you. And in that bachelor's, you study something very, like, generic. So in elementary school, you learn about, you know, like drawing and social rules and other things. And in middle school, you learn a little bit how to learn and, I don't know, high school etiquette or something, I don't know. And in high school, you start learning a little bit of material, but it's a little bit finding what your passions are so you know what to do for your bachelor's. So you start narrowing down and narrowing down. And then you get to bachelor's and you narrow it down to a specific field. So is it science, politics, social science? Is it religion? Is it art? You know, it could be any of those things. Oh, I left a little tail here. Here. So then you're narrowing down into your field. But as you narrow down into your field and you think that that is narrow, actually chemistry, for example, that I'm studying is so broad. I mean, you can study something really specific like chemical engineering. Well, that's not really specific either. I mean, chemical engineering, you can have industrial chemical engineering, pharmaceutical chemical engineering. Oh, you have so many chemical engineering. So it's all really general. I mean, chemistry is very general. You can go into perfumes, you can go into medicine, you can go into, you know, like pharmaceuticals, you can go into beer brewery, you can go into anything. And that's what people don't realize. And so when you're doing your bachelor's, you study a lot of boring stuff as well that doesn't interest you because they want to keep the door open for you to go into a master's. And So I study a little bit of quantum chemistry. And quantum chemistry actually really, really interests me. Quantum chemistry is actually like the physics of chemistry. It's very complicated. But within quantum chemistry, sometimes you have to use computer programs like Linux and MATLAB and Mathematica. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. This is really boring. I'm sorry. But I'm just going to try to keep it short. And I'm not interested in programming and computers and all such nonsense. I mean, it's not nonsense, but it's nonsense to me. I mean, I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. If I ever get a job where it requires me to do something like that, I will hire someone to do it, even if I know how to do it myself right now, because it's spicy. But it's, I don't know. So, right now, the exam I have tomorrow is actually of a subject I really, really enjoy. And the reason I enjoy it so much is not only because it's interesting, I mean, all my topics are interesting, but it's literally what I want to do with my life in the future. In the future, I hope to go into drug development and maybe like preventative drugs. You know, that doesn't really exist. Oh, it does exist. What am I talking about? I want to go into drug development, but specifically like, you know, like new types of drugs. Not the type of drug that already exists, but new type of drugs. And like new technology, literally things that don't exist yet, you know, really futuristic stuff. And also really controversial stuff. I mean, a lot of people are really controversial about what I'm about to talk about. And I'm sorry if you don't agree with me. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's okay. but to me it is super interesting. And the course is called DNA Recombinant Technology. Now that feeds into my passion for drug development, and the reason I want to go into drug development is because I really want to make a name for myself and I want to help people. And you can directly help people by, for example, being a doctor or a therapist, but you can indirectly help hundreds of thousands and millions of people by being a drug developer. Now, you're a little bit more behind the screen, but you are helping more people, so that's good. I hope that one day I'll design a drug, you know, like against AIDS or something, or cancer, or Alzheimer's, or aging, I don't know. And like I can win a Nobel Prize and I'll be on Wikipedia. That is the dream. That is the dream, to avoid oblivion. And I am so excited for what the future holds. Now, in DNA recombinant technology, if you wanna learn about it, the simplest thing that you can Google or go on YouTube for, look up CRISPR, and there's a specific channel. Okay, so the channel is called Kurzgesagt. Like this. I might link it in the description. It is English, it's just the name is German. Kurzgesagt means said in a nutshell something, or said in short. And the video is called Genetic Engineering Will Change Everything Forever, CRISPR, CRISPR. And it's a very good video. It's so good, and that channel is so good. My boyfriend recently showed it to me. I mean, he showed it to me before, but I've never been really interested, but now I am. And they take these really controversial standpoints, but I like that, you know? Thinking uniquely. And CRISPR is basically a technology that I learned about in my DNA recombinant course. And in the course we learn about DNA and how it's made and how it replicates and transcribes and all that stuff. And specifically proteins, but also the technology that it requires to manipulate DNA. Oh, that sounds scary, right? Some shrimp tail. But it's super interesting. Like, right now, GMOs are very frowned upon, but it has actually not been proven that GMOs have negative side effects. And it hasn't been proven that it completely has positive effects and it's just good. I mean, it's just so recent. You know, a lot of the research that is being done, a lot of the things that I'm learning are things that have been done in 2016. That was last year, you guys. It's so interesting to learn about something so recent. It's such a new technology, and that technology is just paving the way into our future. It's seriously, look into it, guys. It's so interesting. But I'll tell you guys about it a little bit, so you get an idea if you don't want to research it. Oh, but it's so interesting. Now, we've already been manipulating the genes of plants and animals since the dawn of time. I mean, Chihuahuas are descended from wolves because of selective breeding. Bananas used to have a really tough skin and a bunch of seeds. Watermelon used to not have fruit. I mean, that was manipulated, you know, that was selectively bred. So we knew that we could alter genes from a really, really early time onwards. But only recently do we know exactly how it works. And so now we can know exactly what to change. And once we figure out how things work, we can figure out how to change them and alter them. We can make children be born without disease. You know, we can make people be born without a single chance of getting Huntington's disease, of getting Alzheimer's, but also disease that are acquired, you know, like cancer because of mutations. You know, cancer is a mutative disease. It can happen to anyone, cancer. No matter how healthy you live, you might be putting yourself more at risk if you live an unhealthy lifestyle, but anybody can get cancer, and that's quite scary. Oh, I would like to say on a side note, the smarter you are, like, doesn't mean that life is better for you. There are a lot of really genius people out there that are just depressed to the extent that they committed suicide because they're so scared of everything that could happen. Knowledge is dangerous. Knowledge is scary. Once you realize how many things can go wrong in the body, I mean, your imminent death. Oh my god, it's scary. Okay, let's not talk about that. But we could, theoretically, alter genes in order to slow down aging, in order to cure cancer, AIDS, all diseases in the world, by just looking at our DNA. And it is very controversial because, you know, you're altering DNA, you're altering the way that it naturally is, the way that your body was designed, the way you were born or supposed to be born. But this future is inevitable. You can fight against it all you want, but it's inevitable because we need this future. We need to be able to alter our genes to survive. We need to be able to slow down aging in order for us to have enough time to get to another planet, to survive on the other planet. You know, because that's the problem. That's why we can't go to other planets to live there. Because it's too far away. It would take too long to get there. But if we're able to alter our genes to, for example, be able to survive off of one material only, or to be able to survive for hundreds of years, thousands of years, slow us down like that, it's possible in the far future. My goal in life, you guys, the ultimate goal, I mean, yes, I want a family, yes, I want to, you know, have a wonderful job, yes, I want to have a stable income, yes, I want to be healthy, I want a dog, blah, blah, blah. But my ultimate goal in life is be old. When I have this conversation with a lot of people, and I ask them, like, how old do you want to get? How old do you want to be? And they're all like, 80, you know, 80 seems like a nice age. I mean, I've seen 80-year-old people, they seem to get around okay, and, you know, and then they start complaining about pain after that. Ask me, how old do I want to become? As long as I'm conscious, you know, I don't want to be in a coma or anything, but as long as I'm conscious and I'm able to see and hear, I want to live for as long as I can. 150, you know, forever. I don't care. I want to live forever. Why? Why would I subject myself to the pain of aging? The risk of, you know, everybody dying around me because I'm getting old, losing all my friends and family passing away. Why would I risk all that in order to get old? Guys, it's because I'm curious. I am so curious at what this world can become. I mean, look how much the world has changed in the past 10 years. Look at 10 years ago. The technology we didn't have, the medicine we didn't have, the vehicles we didn't have. Now, technology is only going progressively faster. Like, technology is only evolving progressively faster, you know, that they're like, it's exponential. And yes, at some point, you know, physically it's not possible anymore, but there's so many smart people out there. We are accumulating all the knowledge from the past. It's so wonderful. I am so inspired by knowledge and research. It's so inspiring to see what could become. Something I very often say to my boyfriend, for example, is I can't wait for the future. We have to wait for the future no matter what. So despite not being able to wait for the future, I'm unfortunately going to have to wait for the future. Sad, right? But that's the best option I got. I mean, time travel is not possible. And I don't think it'll ever be possible, at least not backwards. The reason I say not backwards is because otherwise we would have noticed. For example, Stephen Hawking, he organized a party with catering, with food. Huge party. He dressed up. He had butlers. And he did not say that he was going to have the party until the party was done. So he only posted it the next day that he was going to have a party. Now, it sounds stupid. It's actually really smart because there's a picture of him in his living room and it said, "Welcome, time travelers." That means either time travel is impossible, 2, we did not want to attend a party, 3, we want to keep it a secret. I don't think time travel is possible. But the future is so interesting, and recombinant DNA, the future of medicine is so interesting to me. Editing your DNA to make you immune to disease, and once we've developed that immunity and everybody's immune to disease, we're gonna start looking into other things. that we could edit. We would look at human enhancement and having perfect eyesight. And becoming beautiful and becoming strong. I don't know. And that is where the controversy sets in. But that's far away. First, we're going to focus on the disease, you know? I'm just picking up scraps right now. The food's done. The mukbang is done. I hope you guys were not too bored by the topic today, because as soon as I'm ambitious about something, I just can't find my words. Because nothing describes emotion. No words can describe emotion. You know, you just feel it. And you try to convey how you feel about something. And the way I feel about it is, you know, ambitious. But I can't describe this ambition that I feel for the future and this curiosity that is in me. I don't know. Please tell me if you can relate. Please tell me if you find it interesting. You know, let me know. Let me know in the comments also what topics you do want me to cover if this is not interesting to you. And let me know what you want me to eat, because this was really good. My lips are burning, but like a nice burn. It's not a subtle burn. No. It's spicy. It's really spicy, but it's good. It's really good. This one, give thumbs up. Now, which one is better? This one or the gourmet one? The shin ramyeon. Shin ramyeon? I think the shin ramyeon is better. Honestly, like, there's no comparison though, because shin ramyeon, I ate it with different toppings. I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna head out. I will see you guys soon. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe, because if you made it this far, it just means you like the video, right? Alright. Toodles, yoodles.